Hello, football fans. This is Anthony with BBSN, and today we are back on the pitch for a game of Soccer Blast, and this will be match number 3 of our Tottenham 17-18 replay. And today, Burnley plays a visit to take on the Spurs at Wembley. And after 2 weeks, the Spurs currently sit at 12th place on the EPL table. And 3 points through 2 matches. Of course, that disastrous opener against Newcastle, in which Dele Alli and Heung-min Son went down with red cards and are currently both in the midst of a 3-game match suspension. Burnley also sitting on 3 points in 10th place in the EPL table. And this match really should not be competitive, even though Tottenham is down 2 key players, as Burnley does not pose a great offensive threat. They will rarely, in fact, they will really never have more than 2 triangles on the attack. As you can see, they are very competent on the back end. Both their 5-spot defenders with 2 squares. So Burnley, they're going to try and sit behind the ball, get counterattack opportunities, and hope to squeeze out a 1-0 or 1-1, 0-0 draw. And Tottenham, despite the fact that they're down 2 players, depending on who's on the pitch, with Kane and Eriksen up, will be still very potent offensively and capable enough on the back end. Not as strong as Burnley is on the back end overall, but again, should be enough to scratch out a win here. In the nets, Nick Pope is actually a better goalkeeper than Hugo Lloris. Both fairly competent with on-target shots, but Pope really shines with reaction and spectacular saves with 4 stars in each of those categories. So should be a fun match, and again, just trying to survive this week and the next match to get Son and Ali back, get back to full strength. So we will see who gets the opening kickoff, and it is going to be Burnley. So with that, we are set and ready to go. As the visitors get this match started, we are underway from Wembley. And 11, and we're going to get an immediate corner kick. So Burnley with the first set piece of the match. As we head to minute number 2, and again, using the green 6 will mean the defense will be the one that swaps players. So this makes us equal defensively, but as you can see, when Eriksen goes out, we lose a lot of offensive firepower. And 7 is going to be a midfield battle, and that will be a 6-minute midfield battle. So not too much action as the teams trade possession here through minutes 3 through 8. And then the team with the highest number of stars starts the next minute with the attack. So for Burnley, they have 3 stars, and Tottenham across the board 5 stars. So Spurs are going to get an attack in the 9th minute. And hoping for a green 2. Well, it doesn't happen, but Vertonghen is back up. So 4, and Tottenham does not have 4 triangles with Eriksen out of the picture. So that's going to be a defended attack, and 0-2 shoots, and Dyer takes a shot wide of the net. Harry Kane is going to get it with a ball, and Kane collects the rebound. So Tottenham will reset after that miss by Dyer. And Harry Kane trying to reset the attack for Tottenham. And Eriksen back in the fray. And 7 is going to be another midfield battle. This will be a 2-minute midfield battle. And touch starts the next attack. So Tottenham has touch in 4 of the 5 spots currently on the board. And Burnley only 3. So Tottenham generates their second attack in the 12th minute. And Eriksson, that does not help. And Eriksson getting switched out causes the attack to fail. And that is going to be out of bounds, corner kick. So deflected out, and Tottenham sets their first set piece with 13 minutes into the match. And 6 will be a take-on result, and fortunately Kane is back in the mix. So this is going to be Vertonghen versus Chris Wood. And 5 is going to be is going to be a touch result. So Vertonghen has that, as does Wood. We go to the decide or die, and Spurs retain. So Spurs in possession are going to start an attack here. And they are at full strength offensively, and the switch will be on the defense this time. All right, so 2 is going to be on target attack, or a successful attack, and Burnley needs 3 triangles, which they have, so they're going to defend that, and that is going to be a common thing. And on this, Trippier takes a shot, going to be wide, and collecting that with a ball will be the D4 position, and Brady's got it. So Trippier misses as Tottenham has got the first 2 shots of the match. Neither one is on target, and Burnley now in possession. And 6 will be a take-on, and that's going to be Loughton versus Eriksson. And this will be a hard trait, and Eriksson does not have that, and Loughton does. So Burnley going to generate their first attack of the match. And Tartowski switches with me. And Burnley, again, only 1 triangle in play. That is going to be an unsuccessful attack. And shot's going to be taken by D4, and that goes wide. 0-1 collects with a ball symbol, and Wood does not have that. So a miss by Burnley. Tottenham is going to take over possession. And we are in the 17th minute. And this is typical Burnley fare here, looking to defend. And Tottenham really has not had a clear-cut chance at this point of the match. And 6, we're going to have another take-on result. This will be Trippier and D4. And this will be the strong trait. D4 has it, as does Trippier. And Tottenham is going to get the attack out of this. So looking to set up, and Tottenham with 5 triangles in play, and not anymore. Now they have 3, and that is still going to be enough to generate an attack. And 3 boxes for Burnley. They're going to successfully defend again. And 4, that shot's going to be taken long from Vertonghen, going to be wide, and D3 collects with a ball, and Cork has that. So another miss, and that's Tottenham's 3rd shot that has gone astray. Burnley now in possession as we head to minute number 17. And Trippier is going to swap with Aurier. And we have 10. That is going to be a tackle if we have a square up, and we do. Vertonghen has a couple. So successful defense, and Tottenham back in possession. And here comes Spurs. And defensive switches there, and Burnley back with 2 attack triangles if needed. 3 is going to be a highlight reel, so we're going to roll on the highlight reel table. And a roll of 10, and that is going to be home team. Green die player called for foul, argues vehemently with referee. Referee now friendly to visiting team offense. So Tottenham once again, thanks to Alderweireld. Good job, Toby. And Tottenham is facing a referee that is friendly to the other team, and on that foul, Burnley will take possession in the 19th minute, and against Newcastle, that referee's attitude cost us gravely. I'm still not over that match. And 7 is going to be a 5-minute midfield battle. So Burnley content to kill time here, and it's going to be tactics when we come back. So entering the 24th minute, and Burnley, they have 5 tactics. They are solid across the board, as does Spurs. So we will go to the decide or die. And Burnley going to generate the attack. So 2 triangles currently in play. And they roll a 4, so that is going to be successfully defended. Out of bounds, a corner kick coming up. So Burnley going to get their second set piece in the 25th minute. And here we go, setting up for the corner, and that is going to be, first off, Lamela and Kane will swap. And a roll of 2 on the corner, and that is going to be a spectacular save. And green die player shoots, which is a 6, so we get to choose. It's going to be Ashley Barnes. So Hugo Lloris, and he is actually not bad at spectacular saves. 3 stars there. And 6, first of all, is going to be the switch for Tottenham. And a roll of 5 on the spectacular save chart. And 5 stars or better saved. Otherwise, it gets by Lloris, and a goal! Burnley! Off the set piece, a header by Ashley Barnes beats Lloris. And Burnley has taken a surprising 1-0 lead. And 5 on the goal chart, and that is just blasted in from close range. Ashley lost his marker, and I'm going to blame Alderweireld for that. And that resets the referee's disposition to neutral, but Burnley with the goal, and Tottenham finds themselves in an early hole here in the 25th minute. And Barnes, so that is the second shot on for Burnley, first on target shot of the day. And Spurs now in an early hole, and in a shocking early hole. And the way Burnley plays, that could be enough to hold up. So Tottenham will start the 26th minute with a kickoff. And the fans here at Wembley are dead silent. And this is about the absolute worst possible start for Spurs. And 8 is going to be a build-up with the pace trait. So pace, Tottenham has pace at all 5 positions, and Burnley does not. So Tottenham is going to generate an attack. And without Harry Kane on the board, it is going to be very hard to do so. Both Kane and Eriksen not active. And that's going to be an unsuccessful attack. And 8, shot taken by Dyer, and that's going to be wide. Lamela can collect with a ball. He does not have it, so Tottenham misses again. And Burnley takes possession. 4th shot for Spurs, and they have yet to put one on net. So 9, and we are going to have a 3-minute sideline battle. And roll of 4, team with the most ball symbols will get the throw in, and Spurs have but 1, and Burnley is very solid there. They're going to get the throw in. So we are 30 minutes into the first half, and Burnley having their way with Spurs currently. And 8 is going to be another build-up, and this is going to be touch. And touch, only 1 for Burnley, and Tottenham is going to take that. Actually, Tottenham has 2, so they barely take it, so they're going to defend. And Spurs get position, 31st minute. And finally, some offense back on the pitch. 3 triangles now up for Tottenham. And 5 are going to be a referee decision, so we're going to go to the referee decision table M. And a roll of 10, and referee is back to neutral, or is neutral with Tottenham anyway, but back to neutral for Burnley as well after the goal. And neutral referee, defensive foul. Hard player shown yellow card, offense gets indirect free kick. So this would technically mean I could pick a player. I do not want to do that since I'm obviously biased to Spurs. So I'm going to roll. And it's going to be Lowton, and Lowton is a hard player, so he's going to get a yellow. And that comes in the 31st minute. So foul, yellow card, Burnley. And Tottenham will start in possession, so 32nd minute, Tottenham resets with the indirect free kick. And swapping 1 and 2 on the defense, and 3 is going to be a highlight reel. So looking for something good here. Here we go. And 4, Trippier and Aurier switch. And 2, we're going to have a rare result. So to the rare table. And that means we have to go to the booklet. Okay, rare. And here we will just roll the 2 dice, no switching. 11, green. Oh boy, I should have. It's going to be a choice. So green die player launches a floater shot from way out. No goalie save, stars. So 6 means we're going to get to take our pick, and I'm going to have to go with Eriksson, who has the 2 stars. So here we go. Eriksson, the long-range shot, and if this is a 2 or less, it's going to be in, and out of position is Pope. Here comes a shot, and Eriksson, no! Could not get it on target, so a vital miss by Tottenham. And that would have brought the fans to life here, and instead it's going to be Burnley possession. As Eriksson caught everybody by surprise, Pope off his line, and luckily the shot went wide for Burnley. And 10, we're going to have a tackle. We do have a square, so defended by Tottenham, and Spurs take possession again. 34th minute here in the first half. And it's been a fast-moving first half as Tottenham needs to find a way to claw back into this game. And 6 is going to be a take-on result, and this will be star power. So 2 position Eriksson versus Brady, and Eriksson is definitely a star, but Brady is too. So we go to the decider die, and Tottenham is going to generate an attack again. As Eriksson's star power shines brighter. Unfortunately, he's not going to be in on this. And that is going to be wide, and Lamela takes a shot, and wide, and Dembele can collect. He does not have a ball. So Tottenham now 6 shots and not a single one on target as Burnley takes possession, 34th minute. Me and Tartowski, and both very solid backline defenders for Burnley. This will be a take-on result and tactics. And this will be Brady against Dyer. And Dyer has tactics and Brady does not. So Tottenham defends. As Dyer comes in with a tackle and a takeaway. And Tottenham now looking to build again. Alderweireld, who kind of indirectly led to Burnley's goal, is swapped out. 6 will be another take-on result, and this will be Vertonghen and Barnes, and this will be a tactics trait, and Vertonghen has it, as does Barnes. So we go to the decider die, which is off the pitch, and Burnley's going to defend, take possession. So a lot of play in the middle of the field here, and Barnes switches with Wood, and we're going to have a 1-minute midfield battle, and Pace will start the next attack. So currently Burnley's got pace across the board. Tottenham has pace across the board. So decide or die, and home team's going to defend, or actually start the next attack, my bad. So with time running down in the first half, Tottenham looks to get something going, and Kane back into the fray. And 3, and that's going to get it done. 3 triangles and 6, and finally there's going to be an on-target attack here. So Kane, a 9, and that is going to be Harry Kane shooting. He also would have been the assist player, so no assist on this one, but he does have 5 shot stars. And Kane breaking into the box. He lets one go. And no, he doesn't. He lays it off to Lamela. Why would you do that? And Lamela saved, as he does not connect solidly. An easy save for Pope. And 5. 2 triangles on D4 collects. Otherwise, O2 gets off a rebound shot. And D4 does not have it, so rebound shot for Dyer, and Dyer, God, it's going to take a 1. So first off, the save on Kane. And Dyer, and we need a 2 here to swap Eriksson back in, otherwise it will take a 1. And that doesn't happen, but Kane comes back. But Dyer gets off the rebound shot, but, oh, reaction by Pope. He stretches, punches it away, and a big save for Burnley. Back-to-back saves by Pope. First one easy, second one was not. And that is 8 shots now. And on 2, that is going to be 3 stars on, or 3 boxes on triangle 3. D3 collects, otherwise O3 shoots. So Dembele now. And Dembele also needs a single digit, a 1. And this will not be a rebound shot. This will be an on-target shot if he can get it off. And Eriksson back in, and Dembele, not going to happen. And that is going to be defended. So 3 and D2 will collect with a ball, and they do not have it. So Tottenham maintains possession. So a high-intensity barrage of shots on the goal, and 2 saves, 1 spectacular save by Nick Pope. But Tottenham, heading into the 41st minute, retains possession. Dembele and Davis switch, and 3 is going to be highlight reel. So highlight reel has been good to Tottenham thus far. Lamela back in, and 10, home team green dye player called for foul, argues vehemently with referee, and again, this time Lamela making the referee friendly. And the foul, and Burnley will retake possession. And 42nd minute here. We'll have a minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half. And 4 is going to be a home team advantage, so home team's going to create the attack. And Tottenham strips the ball away, and here they come. Aurier and Trippier back in, and 6s, and that is going to be easily defended. And 05 will collect with a ball, and Vertonghen does have a ball. So Tottenham has unleashed 10 shots on goal, only 2 of them on target, and they're just not getting it done. And this doesn't help either. 10 be a tackle and definitely a triangle up. So Burnley defends. They take possession in the 45th minute. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And Cork and Aaron Lennon, former Spurs player, used to be my favorite Spur actually back in the day, back on the pitch. And 8 is going to be a build-up, and 3 will be the strong trait. So Burnley, they've got 4 strongs, and Tottenham has 4, so we go to the decide or die. And Tottenham's going to defend. And Tottenham will get the last opportunity of the first half here, and we are in stoppage time. 1 minute of stoppage time added on. And Spurs looking to generate something good. Trippier and Aurier switch, and this will be a sideline or a midfield battle, and that will run out the first half. So Burnley and Tottenham has been dominating in terms of shots on goal, possession, first half possession. So Tottenham had 25 minutes of possession to Burnley's 1, so without a calculator, roughly like 54 to 46 or 55 to 45% of possession time. And unleashed 10 on target, 10 shots, 2 on target to Burnley's 2 shots, 1 on target. But Burnley and set pieces are the great equalizer, as Burnley scored on a corner kick 25 minutes in. And Ashley Barnes was the culprit as he headed the ball, blasted a header past Hugo Lloris. So we start the second half, and Tottenham with a minor hole to dig out of, and the fans not very happy. And again, we are definitely in Chelsea. It wasn't so much of a big deal in terms of missing Ali and Son, but their absence has definitely been felt in this game, as we've been caught flat a couple of times on the attack due to them not being on the pitch. All right, so starting lineups back in, and Burnley's going to, or actually Tottenham is going to kick it off. As Burnley started the game, so Tottenham looking for some results, and we will see what Pochettino did to inspire the lads at halftime. As Trippier and Aurier switch. And 3, we're going to start the second half off on the highlight reel table. And 9 is going to be visiting team green dye player, which will be Tarkowski. Not called for obvious infraction. Home player argues with referee. Referee now hostile to home team. Visiting team gets ball. There you go. So, neutral to Burnley and now hostile to Tottenham. And I guess I have to put that on Harry Kane, since he is Tarkowski's opposite. And Burnley, 47th minute, starts possession, and 3 matches into this EPL season. I hope this debauchery with the referees and their attitudes towards us is not a trend, unfortunately looking like it may be. 9 is going to be a 3-minute sideline battle, as Burnley will probably attempt to kill a lot of time here in the second half with that goal lead. And 6 is going to go possession throw into the home team starting the 50th minute. So here we go. Come on, you Spurs. And Berg Goodmanson switches with the 4, and Lennon and Cork switch. And 5, we're going to have a referee's decision. God. And as a reminder, in case you missed it early to start second half, referee is not friendly to us. So 7, hostile referee. And defense foul, indirect free kick, and if he had only been neutral, it would have been a yellow card for Burnley. But of course he hates us, so he lets them get away with butchery. So Burnley with the foul, and that is their second. Tottenham also has 2, and Tottenham starts 51st minute with an indirect free kick. And 6 going to be a take-on, Alderweireld versus Barnes, and that will be a touch. And Alderweireld does not have touch, and neither does Barnes. And that was the decide or die, so Tottenham in possession will finally generate an attack, and we need not that to happen. So one triangle and a pathetic effort by Michael Dyer, and he will not be in that position once Son gets back. That goes wide. 0-1 will collect with a ball, which he does not have. So just another miss for Spurs. Their 11th shot and 9th that has been off target, and Burnley takes over possession. 52nd minute, and Defoe and Goodmanson switch, and 11 going to be a corner. And this is where Burnley did their damage, so hoping for a 6 here to get an offsides call. Doesn't happen. 8 will be a build-up, however, so build-up. And 2 will be the touch trait, so touch. And are you kidding me? Burnley does not have a single player with touch in action. So Tottenham, they have 2. It's going to be enough to defend. And Spurs, 54th minute in possession. And they need to get going. And Eriksson back on, so we have some offensive firepower. This will be a take-on. Alderweireld and Barnes again, and this will be the touch trait. And once again, no touch for either. So that's going to be defended by Burnley. 55th minute, and Burnley in possession. Tottenham has been playing horribly. They've gotten opportunities. They cannot get a shot on goal, on net. So 8's going to be a build-up and a touch build-up, and Burnley has a single touch, and Tottenham has 3, so they're going to defend, take possession back. So a lot of possession for Spurs, a lot of opportunities, and not much in the terms of execution. And 6 will be a take-on, and this will be Eriksson and Loughton, and this will be a strong. Eriksson has it, Loughton does not, so Tottenham's going to generate an attack. And once again, that green die puts Dyer up there, who has no, that would have failed regardless. 12 will be defended and no shot taken, just defended, and 05 can pick it up with a ball, and Alderweireld does not have it, so Burnley, no shot there, takes possession back, 57th minute. And Tottenham needs to get, first of all, Kane and Eriksson on the pitch and Vertonghen on the back line up and running. This will be a midfield battle, so Burnley just looking to kill some clock. And this will come down to the most hard starts the next attack. And Burnley has nobody hard on the pitch, and Tottenham, Dyer has 1, so Tottenham's going to start the attack in the 61st minute. And yes, and Harry Kane back into the mix, and 8 is going to be a build-up, and that will be a pace trait, so Tottenham pace in all 5 slots, and so does okay, Burnley, and Tottenham is going to generate the attack. Or actually, I screwed that up. That should have been an attack by Tottenham. And we'll just take it from there. That's fine. So 5 and Tottenham, and generates an attack, and 1. That is going to be within the triangles, but 2 and 4 squares currently up, so Burnley's going to defend that. And 3 will be D2 collecting with a ball, and Berg Gudmundsson has it. So possession back to Burnley, and Burnley is playing their game, staying behind the ball and creating havoc for Spurs, not giving them any good looks at the net. 6 will be a take-on, and this will be Berg Gudmundsson against Aurier. And that is going to be a hard tactic, and neither has it. So we'll go to the decide or die, and Burnley is still going to generate an attack. This is only going to be their, honestly, second true attack of the game, as their goal came on a set piece. Aaron Lennon out and Cork in. So looking for 3 triangles, and they will never have more than 2 up. It's going to be a miss. So Burnley's third shot goes awry, and that is 0-3, and Cork takes a shot wide, and 0-2 can collect with the ball, and he's got it. So Burnley going to retain possession as Berg Gudmundsson hustling. Tartowski and me switch, and we're going to go to a lengthy midfield battle. Of course we are. Burnley content to reset and waste time, which is actually a very sound tactic, and most tactics start the next minute with an attack. So Burnley, sharp, tactics across the board. Tottenham, tactics across the board. So we go to the decide or die, and it's all up in the air, midfield battle, and Burnley's going to start the next minute with an attack. So Burnley ramping up the pressure a little bit here as we go to 7, and they pull back, reset, and another midfield battle. This one's going to soak up 4 minutes as the crowd boos. And hard tactic starts the next attack, and Burnley, they have got 1 hard in play. Tottenham has 2 hards in play, so Tottenham going to generate an attack, and we need a green 2 to get Eriksson back in the fray, and 6s across the pitch. Nobody is going to change, and that attack is going to go horrifically wrong. So 0-5, and that is defended, not even a shot. And 0-5 can collect with the ball. Vertonghen has it, so Tottenham retains possession, looking to reset. And Berg Gudmundsson is off. He's been kind of a thorn. And 3, we go to the highlight reel. And in case you need a reminder, the referee has been hostile to Tottenham this entire second half, thanks to Lamella in his mouth. So Davies and Dembele switch, and 8 on the highlight reel. Defense, green die player injured, removed from game, use injury rating to determine. If green die 6, player shakes off. So Cork, he's going to be removed, and he is a check plus, and I believe he will not have to come off. Injury, check plus, Ironman starter stays in the game, so no harm, no foul there. And 73rd minute, and Tottenham had last possession. They will retain. Trippier back on. And 12, and we're going to have a counterattack opportunity, and this is what Burnley does. They've got 2 squares, so Burnley counterattack and immediate counterattack off sides of 6. Otherwise, offensive team creates an attack. So here they go. Burnley streaking hard down the pitch, and a 5. Not going to get it done. That will be 0-3 wide. 0-2 can collect if he has a ball. He does not. So Burnley with the miss. And Tottenham takes possession back, and we are in the 75th minute already, and subs coming up in 4 minutes. As Tottenham back in possession to start this, the 75th minute. Dembele and Davies switch, and 8 is going to be a build-up. Looking for the strong trait, and Tottenham strong across the board. And Burnley's got 4, so Tottenham will generate an attack. And we need this more than ever. And Eriksson back into the mix. And that gives Tottenham 5 triangles. That will be within the 4. But once again, Burnley successfully defends. And a roll of 7. That will be out of bounds and a corner kick. So Tottenham needs to take advantage of their second set piece of the day. And they've got their potent firepower in action. Not now, though, as Dyer is back into the forefront. 7's going to be a 2-minute midfield battle. And touch starts the next attack, and Tottenham has 3 touches. Or touch 3 times, and Burnley just twice, Brady and Wood. So Tottenham looking to pile on the pressure. Here we go. And 2, and Eriksson back in. Unfortunately, 5 is 6, and we only have 5 triangles up, so that is going to be Eriksson taking the shot wide, but Kane can collect it with a ball. He's got it. So a miss there, and Tottenham will have possession in the 80th minute as we will have to do our subs now. And with Tottenham will go first. And of course. So Kane is getting subbed out. And Pochettino, I have no clue what he's doing, but he wants Harry Kane out. And actually, hold on. There is a rule. Thought there was a rule for a Ironman player, which is the check and the plus. And I actually do not see it. Oh gosh. So oh, hold on. Game charts are in the game's final 30 minutes on the main chart result of 10. Oh, that doesn't come into play either. If both teams have not been required to substitute, both required to do so here. Roll the green die, and yeah. All right, so Kane is not going to be spared. So Pochettino, he's going to have to answer to that in the post-match presser, as Fernando Llorente takes his spot. Yippee. And for Burnley, Chris Wood is going to come off. And taking his spot will be Sam Vokes. And at least Burnley's substitute has a triangle. All right, so Kane off. And Wood off. So with possession, and Tottenham has possession as we now start the 80th minute. And we do so with them extremely neutered offensively. And this looks like it is going to head for their second loss of the campaign. And again, I blame the referees in that Newcastle debacle. The referee's decision. So, referee still hostile to Spurs. And now we have literally no offensive firepower on the pitch. God. Hostile referee in a roll of 11. Deflected out of bounds. Defense gets a goal kick. So, 81st minute, and things are looking extremely grim for Spurs. As Burnley, this will be a sideline battle, a 2-minute sideline battle. And a 6, and home team will get the throw-in. So Spurs, 83rd minute, they need to make something big happen here. And actually, hold it, forgot my chips. So Vokes is a blue, which means he gets 6 of 6 triangles, and he actually will get 3. So that could make a difference. And sometimes I do occasionally forget a rule. And 8 is going to be a build-up, and 5 tactics. And Tottenham has 4, and Burnley has only a single. So Tottenham going to generate an attack, and Llorente, if he doesn't get swapped here, will put 3 triangles to it, and he is good. So Eriksson comes back. We have 5 up now, and 5, but 2 And that's within the boxes. So again, Burnley is going to defend, and Llorente takes the shot wide as his chip goes bye-bye. And 0-2 will collect with the ball, and Eriksson does. So Tottenham, their 12th shot, retains possession. And Eriksson gone, and we're going to have a sideline battle. That will be a 3-minute sideline battle. Tottenham cannot afford this. And a 2, team with the most ball symbols in play, and 3 for Spurs. And Burnley with 2, so Tottenham will get possession. 87th minute, and we are running out of time here. This is going to be a huge upset. Lamela back in the game. 6 will be a take-on, and this will be Dyer against Brady and Pace. And both of them have it. And Spurs will generate an attack. So we need a green 2. Doesn't happen. And 5's me and Tartowski switch. So 10, and that is going to be Lamela wide, and 0-3 collects with the ball, and Davies does have a ball, so he collects the rebound, looking to reset. 88th minute, 13th shot, and again, only 2 on target for Spurs. Eriksson back into play and attack. If offensive team has a triangle, which they do, generate an attack. So here we go. It's getting late. Come on, you Spurs. And damn it. Lamela, only 1 triangle in play, and that would have been a successful attack. This has been that kind of day. That will be out of bounds for a corner, so at least Spurs have that. That's just the kind of day it's been. A successful attack could have commenced there, and Eriksson gets swapped out. Here we go on the corner, and Spurs needing a big set piece here. 4, and we're going to go to the set piece chart and attack with no squares. But we only have 1 triangle up. Come on, green 2. Green 2 it is. 7. So Dyer back here, Eriksson back into play, but we needed a 3, and it's a 4. And once again, best opportunity. Again, it goes out of bounds for a corner kick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So 90th minute now, and we will roll for stoppage time. And Spurs putting the pressure on. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Putting the pressure on. They cannot generate a successful attack here. Here we go. And Eriksson gone. And that will be a build-up. So 2, we're looking at the touch trait, and Spurs have 3 and 2 on Burnley side. So Spurs will generate a successful attack. And that is going to be easily defended and will be deflected out of bounds for yet another corner kick. 3rd one in a row for Spurs, who now have 5 on the day. So here we go, 91st minute, and 2 and a 4. And Burnley still has their chip in play. And that will be a 6, so that will be a take on 2 and 4. So Dyer against Loughton, and that will be the star quality. And Dyer's got it, so Tottenham going to generate an attack here in the 92nd minute. And again, would have been easily defended anyway. A 1, so 4. And that's going to be Vertonghen from long distance wide. And D3 collects with the ball. Aaron Lennon does not. So a miss there. And Tottenham retains possession. And they only have 2 minutes to make something happen here. 93rd minute. Here we go. And Llorente is off. Lamela back. And 11 is going to be a corner kick. So deflected, and Tottenham with the corner, and they are piling on the set pieces. That is 4 corners in the last 5 minutes of play for Spurs. And 5, Vertonghen and Alderweireld switch, and a 5, and what are we going to have here? Referee decision K. This could be big, except we have a hostile referee still. That's awesome. Just awesome. So 6 to the referee chart, and that is going to be no foul, defense awarded, ball. Of course they are. Why? Because the referee hates us. So this will be the 94th minute, and Burnley, all they really have to do here is kill the clock, and they escape Wembley with the upset. And Spurs fans are going to be all over Pochettino, 1 for taking Kane out, and 2 for not having his team motivated. So 10, and that will be a tackle, and we're going to gain possession, but that is going to be the match as the referee blows it, and it is all over. Burnley escapes with the 1-0 upset victory over Tottenham, and just a terrible effort. And as I said in the onset, Burnley, they like to sit, they've got squares. They sit behind the ball, and they did that all day. They defended attacks successfully. And Tottenham dominated possession in the second half, was even more than the first. I'll have to add it up, but I'm sure it's going to turn out being between 58 and 60% possession to Tottenham. And just a terrible, terrible effort. All right, so final stats. Burnley 1, Tottenham 0, and Burnley's goal coming via the set piece, a corner that was headed past Hugo Lloris at the 25th minute by Ashley Barnes. And Spurs, they had plenty of opportunities, and they just could not generate, they couldn't execute and generate successful attacks on net. So that's what happens. 14 shots for the Spurs. Not the Spurs, Spurs. Only 2 on target. Spurs had 2 fouls, 6 corners, no yellows, no reds. Burnley, the only number that counts, 1 goal, only 4 shots, only a single shot on target. That would have been the one that went in the back of the net. 2 fouls, 2 corners, 1 yellow card, no red. And that is it from Wembley Stadium. So Spurs, match 3, a disappointing conclusion, a 1-0 loss to Burnley. And Burnley is just one of those teams that is a thorn in your side. They just sit back and play boring soccer, so it is what it is. So 1 win, no draws, and 2 defeats, 3 matches into this, and Spurs will rebound. Next match, they will still be without Ali and Son, but they will both be back for match number 5, and hopefully things will get kicked into gear then. Long way to go. So upcoming on the channel over the course of the next few days, of course, we will have another Fergie Jenkins outing, start number 17 in 1969, Fergie Jenkins and the Cubs replay. And then probably a red, white, and blue race, of course, before Thursday, because Thursday we are back in the ring, and this will be a live broadcast, barring any unforeseen circumstances. And this will be an eliminator fight, a 10-round battle, with the winner taking on the current Glory Days Boxing heavyweight champion, Jack Dempsey. And this eliminator fight will feature Iron Mike Tyson versus the Brockton blockbuster Rocky Marciano. So you will definitely want to tune in for that. That will be a wild slugfest. And Vegas odds have that one not going the distance. So once again, Iron Mike Tyson versus Rocky Marciano this Thursday live for a shot at Dempsey Glory Days Boxing heavyweight title. So until then, keep rolling for the top upper corner of the net. And again, thank you for all the support. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up button. And we will see you next time. Have a great Sunday, everyone.